Hey y'all, my name is Krissy and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you how I do my hair, makeup, and things for a job interview. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Alright, so first I am going to spray my hair with some water mixed with conditioner to loosen it up. I don't ever style my hair dry, it has to be wet. So once I do that, I'm going to smooth the water through just to make sure that all of my hair is wet. Then I'm going to go in with Miss Jessie's Sweetback conditioner, to just kind of help smooth it down because I didn't have any gel right then. So I'm just smoothing that through. And then I'm going to go ahead and part my hair how I want it. I want a side part with like a slight little swoop. So that's what I'm doing. Then I'm going to go in with my Denman brush just to smooth out the curls. And I'm not going to lie, I really only focus on the front of my hair because I only detangle when I wash. Other than that, I just smooth it and maybe brush out the ends so that they're kind of curly. So right now, I'm just pulling it into like a loose ponytail just so I can kind of get a feel of what it's going to look like. And again, I'm just brushing the ends of the curls so that they form a little bit more. So I'm going to tie that back while I go ahead and focus on my makeup. So now I'm going to apply a primer. This one is the Urban Decay primer. I honestly don't remember the name because I've had it for a while. So I'm just going to do that because as you can see, I have some bumps, some acne, and things like that. So I just want to kind of have it smooth. And when I do makeup for like professional settings, I don't do a lot. I do just enough to low-key just cover up the blemishes. So now I'm going to go in with my brows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. Also, I also needed I needed my brows waxed and I didn't have that done. So I just went in with concealer, which you'll see later, to kind of shield that a little bit. Because again, when I do professional type of settings, I want it to look as natural as possible. I don't want it to look too done up. So I'm just filling in my sparse areas of my brows to make it look like that's how I look on a regular basis. So that's what I'm doing. And like I said before, I'm going to go in with a concealer. I use the Sephora brand concealer. But I'm going to go in with the concealer to clean up the brows so that you can't necessarily tell I didn't have them waxed. So that's what I'm doing. And I start at the arch and kind of work my way up just so that the arch is more defined in the front of the brow. And so when I put it on there, to me, it looks like they're done enough to where you can't tell how long I actually haven't had it done. And I'm also going in over the darker marks on my face so that they don't, push through. And so once I put the concealer on my brows, I'm going in on different spots of my face just to cover up the darker marks so that, again, they aren't as dark when I put on the rest of my makeup. After I lightly cover my dark marks, I am going in with foundation. Notice I'm not putting a lot because, again, I want it to look you know, natural. So this is the Fenty Beauty, I believe. So I'm just gonna do that and then buff it out with a brush. I prefer that there's still a few blemishes showing, so that again it looks like it's my skin. I don't have perfect skin, so it looks, you know, believable that it's my skin. So that's what I'm doing, just kind of buffing it out. And then I'm going in under my eyes with a little bit of concealer, and I'm very light with the concealer and the foundation because again, I don't want it to look like I have it piled on my face or anything like that. So I'm going in under my eye and then blending it out with a beauty blender. I think this is the Real Techniques one. So now I'm going in with my Cover FX setting powder to lightly dust over everything. And as you can see, it looks like my skin. It's just a few blemishes, of course. But it's still, you know, smoother than it was before. And it looks, you know, I feel like it's work appropriate. Because I wouldn't be going to my job in a full beat face every day. But that's just me, to each his own. So once I go over it with that, I'm going in with blush. I believe this was the Sleek palette. I've had this for a while, but I mixed the orange and the like reddish color together, and I lightly brush my cheeks. Then I'm going in with highlighter, just enough, and then I'm setting it with the Mario Badescu Rose Water. And then I'm going over it again with the Cover FX setting powder just to kind of set all of that in place. And I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Then I'm gonna lightly line my lashes. When I was doing this, I was honestly in a rush, but also I just wanted to be enough. I am not trying to make it perfect. And then I'm gonna go in with mascara. Not a whole lot, not any fake lashes or anything like that, because again, professional, I just wanted to look as close to natural as possible. So once I have finished that, I'm going in with the Gorilla Snot to smooth over my edges to kind of lay the hair down. I'm not doing a whole lot of swoops or anything like that. It's just very sleek and clean. So that's what I'm doing, just applying it to my edges. I'm not putting a whole lot, just enough. So I'm gonna brush that down to smooth it down. I still want, you know, a little waves to poke through, and I do a small little swoop, but nothing too serious. And also, I don't really know how to do all those waves in the front of my head anyway, so I just do enough. And so I'm just, again, trying my best to lay those down in the front. Okay, so once I feel like my edges are laid down enough, I am going to tie it down with a scarf just for a few minutes, just to kind of let that dry a tad. It's not going to be hard or anything like that, but I just want them to kind of lay down, because when my hair is wet, it will curl back up. So once it's laid down and everything, this is the final look. I have on a blazer, long pants, and a turtleneck. You can never go wrong with the turtleneck. And then my hair is pulled back. The makeup is very simple. And then here's a close-up. So this is what I do whenever I have an interview. I also got the job that I dressed for this video. So I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe.